Yeah, so I would like to talk about the tools I use to discover hosts within my network. So on Windows, you can download a tool called Advanced IP Scanner. So, and to use this, you have to feed it a range of IP address to scan. So if you don't know what your IP address is, you can just open CMD, then you type IP config. So over a wireless network, I'm using Wi-Fi, and as you can see, my router is having the address of 192.168.0.1, and as for my Windows machine, it is having the address that ends with .110. Now, as you can see, my subnet mask is 255.255.0, which means I'm using a subnet mask of /24. So which means the first three numbers or first three octets you are seeing is constant, which is for my network address, and the last octet is for the device connected to the network. So if your subnet mask is 255.255.0.0, it means you're using a /16 subnet mask. So you're on a /16 network. Now to scan for the host to do my network, I'll just have to specify 192.168, then 0.0/24. You notice I didn't put 0.1 because I'm not specifying a device. I'm just specifying the whole network address to scan the whole network for the host within my network. So just have to wait for this to finish. There are other tools like Angry IP you can use on Windows, but you can just use this advanced IP. So as you can see, it was able to discover my phone and its MAC address, uh, the router, and my Windows machine. Now, just three devices. And if you don't know what your subnet mask is, you can actually specify a range like 168.0.1 to 254.255, which is going to scan for is going to scan from the first device on your network, which is your router, to the last device on the network. So you just have to wait. So as you can see, still the same results. And something interesting about this tool is that if you're within a network and you discover hosts within your network, for my router, you can see the tool is showing me that my router is hosting a web server or is running a web server, HTTP. So, and this is the interfaces to manage the router. And this is my Windows machine. And if you expand, we notice that there are some shared directories under this Windows machine. So this Windows machine is sharing some directories. So if you're within a large network and you scan for hosts, it is most likely you find shared directories that contain important files. So most people don't really know they are hosting, sensitive files within the network. So you just see, you can just try to visit. Now this user's directory or folder contains, usernames. So you see a username to user. So, and if you are to open the pictures, you see pictures, and for videos too. So they are really not aware that they are hosting or they are sharing their directory. So that will be that for advanced IP scanner. While on Linux, um, my go-to tool on Linux is AppScan. So I love using AppScan a lot. So you can just do sudo AppScan, then dash dash interface. So you need to know what your interface is. As you can see, my interface is Ethernet 0. Then just have to include that. If you're using a wireless adapter, you can just include the name of your wireless adapter, maybe WLAN or WLAN 0. Then just local net. And it's very fast, less than 2 seconds. You get the results. So, it is very fast. So I like using AppScan a lot. compared to mmap. So you can also use mmap SN, then you just have to specify the network address. Mine is 1.024. So as you can see, we're able to get a list of hosts present on the network. We also have net to discover. So you can just do net to discover, then I for the interface. So just Ethernet 0, then. So as you can see, we're able to see the list. We're able to see the list of hosts present on the network, and this is going to keep updating. So if you have more hosts connecting to the network, it will keep updating here. So I'll just cancel this. You can also use R, which is going to specify the network address, which is 1.0/24. So as you can see. So with app, why I like using app is it's very fast, and again it's going to make an app request and app reply to get the MAC address of the devices within the network. So it's very fast, and so that'll be all for this video. So